Good evening, everybody, and here we are with an update video today, rather than the usual streams or whatever. Usually for these updates videos, I have full Bastion do the editing and stuff, but Sony Vegas really hasn't been cooperating, so the less editing we have to do, the better. And besides, I haven't spoken to a microphone in a while, so I felt like doing that. Anyways, yeah, update. We need to discuss a couple of things, and I didn't make a list for this. I didn't make a script. I really should have, because I'm going to get lost in what I need to discuss. But that's besides the point. Let's just go ahead and get started on this. So, the first thing I want to talk about is my current job situation. So, I believe in the previous update video I established that I got a second job, and since then a couple of things have changed, but I've always kept my actual jobs, what I do, kind of secrecy. I don't know why. As long as I don't tell you the exact locations or anything, it should be okay. So anyways, let me go ahead and go into that a little bit. So my first job, the job that I've been working at for 5 years by now, is at a place called Publix Supermarkets. It's a supermarket store that's only available in the southeast of the United States. So if you're not from around this area, like Florida, Georgia, Tennessee, Alabama, you may have not heard of it. But yeah, it's over here, and I've been there again 5 years. I was working as a bagger for up until last year, where I finally decided to move up into cashier, and that's been working out for me pretty well. I definitely enjoy being a cashier more than I still have to do some of my previous tasks, but I've been doing that. And my second job is at Best Buy. You probably, if you're from the North America, you've probably heard of Best Buy. At least if you're from Europe or something that doesn't have Best Buy, it's just an electronics store. It's a pretty big electronics store here in America, but it's an electronics store. I started, I believe, when I made the previous update video, I started as a salesman. I was working in the gaming, but also some of the other departments, just trying to sell people video games. Because hey, you get to work with video games, sounds great. But I have since moved into the merchandise department, which is basically the people that put out the products, and they print out the tags, the price tags, and they put all the ads and the posters advertising the new products and all that good stuff. I moved from the sales department into the merchandise department because I really wasn't liking the sales department. The best way I can describe it is, if you're not a salesman, you're not a salesman. Yeah, your job profession can say salesman, but if you're not a salesman by nature, if you don't have that ability to convince people to buy a thing and talk a product up and all that, and they tell you that you don't have to lie in the sales department, but I mean, you can't be entirely honest. You're trying to sell things that even you yourself might not be personally too interested in, and I wasn't enjoying it. Trying to convince some customers to buy products was not ideal, and then on top of that, you have to convince them to buy credit cards and memberships and a bunch of stuff that you would expect from a typical salesman to try to do, and that's just not me. I don't mind talking with people, but I don't like convincing people into something that I myself wouldn't be interested in. So I switched into the merchandise department, which is less about talking and socializing, more about mechanical function. You with your hands, you grab the thing, you put the thing in the spot, and then you move the thing to the other spot, and you scan the items, and it's a lot less brain work, a lot more physical work, and I kind of enjoyed that for a while. But then as time went on, it started getting more mundane. Well, not mundane. It's not. What's the word? I don't know. I thought I would enjoy the the general environment of being left alone a lot better. But I don't know, it's getting. I don't know what's the best way to say. It's mostly just I don't like the work the general work area too much. It's not once you've been working at one place for a while, you just kind of get used to that. And yeah, this hasn't been. I'm not. But basically, my plan, hopefully, will be to once this holiday season ends, I'd like to move back into going full time. Well, not going back to doing full time. I've only been doing part time at both jobs, but I'd like to move into full time at one of my two jobs. Because here's the thing: one of the Best Buy pays better. Publix I kind of like Publix a little bit, but Best Buy does pay better. So I'll have to make a choice into which location do I want to move into full time into. And I'm not particularly happy with Best Buy, but if it pays the bills, if it gives me the money that I need for bills, for food, for errands, for car fixes, and then every once in a while to buy myself something, it's a decision that I have to make. But anyways, I'm going into talking about this a lot because that's the main thing that's been going on in my life. That's not necessarily a bad thing, like a weird thing. It's pretty common that the main thing that's going to be going in a person's life is their work. You go to work most days a week. I work 6 or 7 days a week. Some days I work short days, like 4 hours, maybe 5 hours. Some days I work 9, almost 10 hours. It just depends on what they schedule me for, what they need me to do, etc. Yeah, so most of the time I'm thinking like, okay, well, I gotta get ready for work tomorrow, or I gotta get ready for work today, and then I gotta be at work, then I come back home, and then I'm still thinking of work, like, okay, what do I have to do to get ready for work the next day, or just the generals of what happened at work today. Am I tired from work? It's common. Again, this isn't something strange I'm talking about. It sounds kind of depressing when I talk about it like this. But well, that comes more with the general environment that we live in today, where people just work all the time and don't have much time for this. But that's a different topic for a different day. Point is, main thing I'm doing is just work. So the next thing is, where does that lead the streams, or the art, or the content that I provide to the internet? And that's what we're going to be discussing. That's the whole reason I made this video, because I can talk about my job all day long. You guys aren't interested in that. You guys are interested in what I'm actually going to provide. You might be concerned, but ultimately speaking, you're more interested in what I'm going to provide to you as an internet content creator, personality person, rather than as a average Joe working at retail. So streams, as you will have noticed, or at least I would assume you have noticed, unless you haven't been touching this channel for a couple months, I have not done my usual commentated streams in a long time. I don't remember when was the last time I did a Tales of the Abyss video or Tenchu video, but it was a couple months ago. So I'd like to again explain what's happening with that. So now we're doing art streams and game streams at the same time. So again, if you haven't seen them, it's like I'm splitting the screen into two. On one screen I'm working on art, and then on the other screen I have some game footage that I recorded without commentary. It's just the straight game footage. It's there. It's what it is. You can look at it. And that's what I've been doing mainly for the past couple months. And I've been thinking I'd started doing that because I wasn't having the opportunity to record commentary, to do my usual commentary streams because, again, main issue is because of my job schedule. I don't have the time. I don't have like a good window of opportunity to stream with commentary. The main issue is the commentary. I need to start explaining that I can't speak loudly, or I can't speak like at all sometimes, because there's people trying to sleep upstairs, and doing it in the middle of the day is also not ideal because there's noise going on in the house. Like right now I'm recording because it's my day off. It's early in the morning, not much going on. I have the opportunity, but this isn't common. I don't have several days a week where I'm able to do commentary. So I decided to start doing those art and game streams as a means to still provide content to YouTube and Twitch, at least, without but having to compromise the commentary, because that's the main thing that needed to be compromised. I should have silenced my phone. Hold on. Okay, there we go. And I was thinking like, okay, well, maybe this will be just like a temporary thing, maybe until I can figure out my situation. Hopefully, like, maybe sometime in the future move out of my current house, because again, as I mentioned in the previous update video, I live with my mom and we have some roommates, so I would like to move into my own place someday, but that's not gonna happen soon. And by not soon, I mean I'm expecting to still live here where I am for the next years, like maybe 4 to 7 years. I don't know. It's not something that's gonna change. I don't know, because you don't know what life's gonna bring to you. But as of what I'm expecting, I don't expect to live in a different house or in a different apartment or in a particularly different living condition this time next year and this time 2 years from now. So if I keep waiting until my living condition changes so that I can go back to the commentary and then just not have anything for 2-3 years, that's terrible. I don't want to do that. I wanted to still provide something that I could so you guys could be entertained by. But the bottom line is commentary is going to be very uncommon. And by very uncommon, I mean it's probably not happening in this like special update videos rather than the main streams for a while. So the idea of saving games until I can come back to doing commentary is just, at first I thought that was going to be viable, but as I kept thinking about it, as I kept realizing how much my living conditions are going to stay the same for a while, I realized that's just not going to happen. So streams, that's what you've been seeing with the art streams and just game footage being recorded. That's gonna be the main content that I can provide to you for a while. Again, couple of years, kind of while. So if I restrict myself in like which games can I do should I save for commentary, that's not gonna happen. Like if I'm just good, it wouldn't be viable to wait so many years for a bunch of games that I want to do, because obviously I would like to do commentary on every single game that I stream. I like doing commentary, but I can't, not anymore. Like that's the bottom line. I can't do what I was doing before, when I was only working one job part-time, had more time in the week, had less roommates, had less noise, had less sleep schedule shenanigans to deal with. That's not the case anymore. Like, it changed, and I have to change along with it. I can't sacrifice I can't go back to my previous work conditions in order to make more streams, because that would be reckless of me. I need my jobs. I might move it to full time into one of them, but that's still gonna mean I'm still working 5 to 6 days a week. sometimes very early in the morning, sometimes very late at night. Who knows what's going to happen? Again, point is, main thing going on in life is work. I have to adjust the rest of the life with the work, with the jobs. So yeah, that's the thing. I probably will not be able to do commentated streams. I don't want to say ever again, because there is a possibility that I will come back to it, but again, many years from now. So just stopping myself from being able to do what I was doing. Again, doing anything is just not viable. But I think you guys get the point at this point. I've been rambling on the same point for too long. That's why I like doing edited update videos instead, because I can get my points across more concisely. But that's again, Sony Vegas is being terrible. So the art. Let's talk about the art real quick. What am I actually drawing? So as you guys know, I've made a name for myself on the internet as an NSFW artist for like 4 years by now. Yeah, I think I started in like 2015. No, 2017. No, 2017. No, 2016. I don't know. How long have I been drawing for? Okay, no, since 2016. So counting 2016 until now, for 4 years. Okay, yeah, good. I've been doing NSFW content for a while, but I have not been doing that in the art streams. I have been doing a Dragon Ball fan manga called New Judgment. Let me explain a little bit about what New Judgment is. I was doing some I've done some fan fiction writing in my life. Let's get that out of the way. Back when I was in high school, I actually did have a fanfiction.net account, and I like to write a bunch of Dragon Ball shit. Because I just really like Dragon Ball, like the lore of Dragon Ball. I don't like for Dragon Ball actually. That's the Dragon Ball story, so I like to write different things about it. I like to make my own characters. I like to do a bunch of shit. A lot of the characters that I used to work with, that I created back in my fanfiction days in high school, became some of the characters that I actually draw now as original characters in my my NSFW drawings. And our New Judgment was a much more recent thing. Like I think in 2017 is when I started writing New Judgment, and I kind of liked it for like the month that I worked on it, but then I got bored. Or maybe not bored, but I was very confused as to where I wanted to take the story, so I abandoned it. And like 2 years later now, I came back to it and realized, you know what, there was something that I wanted to do here, and I kind of liked what I was doing. But it needs something. It needs visual feedback was the main thing that I thought I needed. And so that's what New Judgment is. It's me taking that fanfiction that I started, turning it into a visual manga, and then continuing it, because I dropped it after 11 chapters, and it was supposed to be a fair bit longer than just 11 chapters. If you do decide to read, I'll leave a link to the fanfiction in the link below if you want to go read it. But again, I was not very satisfied with some of the direction I was taking, and it has some issues. I mean, no story is perfect, of course, but it has issues. I recognize that, and obviously the New Judgment fan manga is going to have issues as well. Nothing is perfect, but I think I'll try to do a little better this time. But anyways, that's what I've been working on, and the fan manga itself is not an SFW, so that's why I've been able to stream it on Twitch. And it's odd to transition from being an NSFW illustrator to an SFW manga artist, and I'm still going to try to provide some NSFW drawings between chapters. Like I'll do I'm still working on chapter 1. I've been working on chapter 1 for like a month and a half. It's ridiculous how long this project is going to take years. There's a lot of things in this video that are going to take years and years and years, but that's how it is. So my plan is to just between chapters take some breaks by providing the other NSFW content that I usually provide, and then we can go back to working on chapter 2, and then we do chapter 2, take a little break, draw something else. We're gonna go to chapter 3, and that's gonna be the main art plan until things change again, because things change all the time. you know how this works. I feel like Audacity isn't recording this well. Like, I keep saying weird time skips. Okay, whatever. That's not the point. So that's the that's what I've been drawing again. So you're still gonna get NSFW content every once in a while, but New Judgment itself, that's what you're gonna be seeing me actually stream. If you like to, if you like art streams or you just like seeing drawings, you're welcome to join us on the streams or watch the stream archives. If not, then you can just wait for the chapters to come out as they do. And if you're not interested in New Judgment at all, well, then you're not interested in New Judgment at all. That's fine. You don't have to. It's okay. But we've all got different content that we like to look at. But so that's what's going on in the streams. So on one side, I'm drawing a fan manga, which is a thing that I've been wanting to do, that I started thinking about a couple months ago, and the more I thought about it, the more I liked it, and I started working on it, and now I'm in too deep. I'm gonna keep working on that for as long as I can. Hopefully I'll finish the actual manga. But this will also be good like drawing practice for me. I'm drawing a lot of body poses and facial expressions that I'm not used to doing, and just environments and all that. So I'm getting good practice in. The more I draw, the better. The more you draw, the better you get. So that's great. And again, game streams. One of the kind of games that I pick for recording, again, it's whatever. Just games that I've been wanting to play for a while, that I've had in my collection for months and years. I'm finally getting around to playing them, because again, can't wait to just commentate on them. So if I can just play them, if I can just record the footage of me playing the game for the first time, or replaying the game, or whatever, then I can get through my games a lot quicker. That is another reason why I do like these art streams, because previously I wasn't able to go through my games backlog quickly enough, because it took me months to finish one game. Like, I remember Xenosaga, I think all of the Xenosaga 1 and 2 took me months to finish. Tales of Symphonia and Tales of Legendia took me months to finish. And even sometimes, again, because of my inconsistent stream schedules, it was taking me months and months and months to fit. Like, I've only got 8 videos on Tales of the Abyss, even though that series has been like started on 1 month, and it kept going like only 1 episode per week at most, or something. It was a very slow moving series, and I was not happy with how slow it was moving. So that's why I'm doing this. I can move through games a lot quicker. And right, let's go back to the commentator stuff for a bit. If I do stream all of my games that I have in my collection, like, with what will I do commentator streams on later? I'd be willing to like redo some of my old games just with commentary on top of them. It might be kind of awkward, but hey, if it's fun, it's fun. Well, there's still games coming out every year. We're not gonna run out of games anytime soon. Not me personally. I mean, just in general, there are a lot of games out there. And games that I would like to do commentator streams, so maybe I'll come back and just do commentator streams on them. Maybe I'll have a much better setup. Maybe I'll be able to do it a lot more efficiently. Who knows? At one point I was even thinking of maybe I could actually go back to what I was doing before streams, which was Let's Play videos. And then just like record Let's Play videos and then put those on the art streams. But that doesn't work, because that still requires commentary. And again, my windows of opportunity to do commentary are very minor. I don't get to work on commentated content, regardless of where it's being live streamed or pre-recorded, much at all in this current living conditions. Okay, we're almost at half an hour here. Holy crap. Okay, let me start wrapping this up a little bit. Okay, so let's let's summarize what I wanted to discuss. The main things I wanted to discuss. So, life is focused on work right now, on my jobs. I wanted to take the S out of jobs, put it into one job after the holiday season, but I'll just have to deal with Black Friday and all that. I am not looking forward to Black Friday. I am scared of. I've never worked at an electronics store or any store that would actually do Black Friday deals. I've never been to a store during Black Friday. I've never participated in any Black Friday related shopping or anything over the sort. So this will be a first for me, and it's going to be a first row seat because I'm going to be working rather than shopping, and that's scary. I don't know, like I hear the horror stories Black Friday. It's like, what the hell is going to happen next Friday? I don't know. I'm scared to find out, but I'll have to find out anyway. I gotta work, gotta make money. But again, whatever. Yeah. So life, it's about work. So that's the main thing. Streams for the foreseeable future. It's gonna be art streams with game footage, with uncommentated game footage on the top, bottom left, bottom right. That's what I can do. It's not because I can only. It's not because that's the only thing I want to do. Again, I would like to do commentary, but I can't. I'm doing what I can, trying to provide the content that I can provide to you guys with the current situation. When I can come back to commentated streams, if I'm able to move out and make more drastic life changes soon, I'll definitely make another update video. I'll let you guys know it's gonna be. Hopefully, it's gonna be good. But right now, and for the foreseeable future, this is what I can give you. So that's it. I think that's pretty much all I wanted to discuss. Again, sorry, this is a bit of a depressing update for the people that liked my previous content. I know I don't have too many subscribers. I have like only 50 something subscribers, and fair enough. YouTube is a weird place. There's the whole COPPA thing going on right now, and I'm not sure if that's going to affect channels that don't make money in the first place. If it does, well, this is just an archiving channel. It's fine. I can get rid. Like my main platforms are Twitch for live streaming, and like Pixiv and Twitter for art and social media. YouTube itself is just for archiving, but this is being uploaded to YouTube because it concerns, well, because I'm talking about things that concern pretty much all of my platforms. What the hell was I going to say after this? What games am I going to be streaming next in the art streams? Next game that's going to replace Devil May Cry is going to be Condemned Criminal Origins. That's an Xbox 360 game that I have because I got a couple of Xbox 360 games, not that many, so I'd like to get through them. I managed to archive all of my Wii and GameCube games and even PS1 games to emulating, so I am no longer in a hurry to stream those games so I can get rid of them. Because I'm trying to trade in as many games as I can. I mean, I could trade in all of them, but I'm trying to trade in games while still being able to play them or gain access to them, or at least experience them one last time before I do so. And so yeah, the Xbox 360. I'm going to be focusing on Xbox 360 for a while. That said, the next game that's going to be replacing Tomba is going to be Tales of Fantasia on the PlayStation 1 with an English patch. It's the Absolute Zero translation. I've heard pretty good. I mean, it's Tales of Fantasia. It's the very, very first Tales of game. It's not the very first version of it, but it's still going to be very primitive. From this, like if you go from Tales of, like if you play Tales of Berseria or one of the newer ones, and then you go back to Tales of Fantasia, there's going to be a huge like quality of life and the general design difference between the two of them. But I'm still excited. I want to see how the series started. Tomba was a bit of an interesting journey because it was an old game that definitely has the makings of an old game with old-fashioned designs and lacking a lot of the things that modern games have, but it was still fun. It was still charming. I managed to ignore the flaws for a while and just enjoy the game for what it is. So hopefully I'll be able to do that with Tales of Fantasia as well. Just enjoy the game for what it is and then have fun with it. Okay, so that's it. I'm rambling at this point, so we got half an hour worth of update videos. I really would like to trim this down more, but that's the best I can do. Again, so if Sony Vegas was cooperating, we would have a typical 5-minute long update video, but it's not cooperating, so that's what I got. Alright, well, ladies and gentlemen, this has been all for today. So here says goodbye. Hollow Play 45.